Alright, here we are. We are rolling. We are about to jump into Frost for Game 1 of SFP Miro versus SFP Colawlsus. Colawlsus, rather.
Brother versus brother. So, yeah,
well, I mean, they are on different teams in the Starcraft Forum League.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, those Carbot things, like, are those new? Because I didn't see those.
Yeah,
before.
those came in with the last patch.
Cool. A lot of Carbot stuff in the last patch.
Yup.
Interesting.
Because Carbot is amazing.
Fair enough.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Frost, we have SFP Miro, the Red Terran.
And on his opposite corner, we have SFP Colawlsus in green.
The Green Protoss.
Yeah.
Miro was saying before the match that he thought that he thinks this is a really Protoss favored map. I'm honestly not too sure about that. I don't think... I mean, it's not Protoss favored in a lot of the classic Protoss ways, i.e. lots of space for blinking. I mean, there's some, but it's not huge.
Has the blink nerf gone into effect yet?
It is not. It's still on the test maps.
Test servers. I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we're going for pretty
terribly crazy yet.
builds here.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah, worker count is remaining exactly the same.
Yep.
Worker production.
Colawlsus going for his gateway.
Yep.
Miro takes an early gas, probably going Reapers. That's not surprising given what we know of him.
Yep.
He loves him some Reaper Hellion harass.
Let's see if that can actually work out for him with that first gate going down. Let's see here. Protoss aren't exactly that great at running after Reapers.
This is very true. I mean, it depends on how quick he gets that Cyber Core out.
He's going...
Alright, there goes the scout. In entirely the wrong direction. For Colawlsus. No
Wonderful.
scouting yet for Miro.
And the way that he is playing on scouting around the map means that he's going to be finding Miro pretty damn slow.
Yes. So I would imagine that Miro's Reaper is going to... Yeah, especially since Miro's Reaper, you'll notice, is rallied over to Colawlsus' actual base.
Yeah.
User joined your channel.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
We are watching Miro's Starcraft Forum League games.
I'm casting it.
Yes, we are casting! Haha! You should hop into
so
the game
Miro
and
is
join
also
us.
Scouting, though he's also scouting in the wrong direction. Fortunately for him, he has a Reaper going
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
right
he's got an
direction.
SCV going one direction, Reaper going in the other. He's going to see it. And he's going to get a complete scout off at this point. Oh, there's not actually that much to see.
Yeah. And there's the Mothership Core.
Mothership Core is out.
And so the Reaper does nothing. Right,
Okay, so what are you guys up to?
We're watching and casting Miro's Starcraft Forum League games.
Ooh, that's
I actually
Not
probably
getting
should have
involved
put us down in the recording room.
recording room, but that's all right. Yep, and that was a early Reaper loss for
Yeah,
Miro.
ouch. He's usually better with his Reaper micro than that.
I really can't say that as anything other than a mistake on his part, because he knew that the Reaper was going to get walled in there.
Yeah.
He had to know that it was going into a dead end, but there really shouldn't have been anything to distract him, so I'm not sure why he made that mistake. And once again, he's got a worker just sitting over... okay, he's moved it now, but he had a worker kind of sitting on the mineral line, not actually harvesting.
Yeah. I took out the scouting probe, so he... But I mean, that probe saw basically everything except the gas. You know, you saw all the production facilities.
Yeah. kind of sloppy on Miro's part. He's usually a little bit faster than that. But look like Cornwallis is not going to really push him too hard right now. He's
Yeah, he's
got
got his second Nexus going down.
Yeah. Not being very aggressive though. I'm surprised he's not building up a little bit more militarily after seeing all four of those. No, sorry, that was a factory. All three barracks and the Reaper, the factory and the starport.
I don't know. I suspect that he feels kind of safe after having shut down the Reaper harass. But it looks like Miro's going to go for some Widow Mine drops.
Yeah. There's a lot of teching going on here. Ground armor, ground weapons.
For the Protoss?
Yeah, for the Protoss.
Ah, okay. Oh, wow, double forge. Yeah, I hadn't noticed that.
Yeah. He is, he's throwing down photon cannons over by his natural and his main, so he's...
You think this is going to be a gateway push?
I'm thinking that's a distinct possibility. Yep, there's 2 more gateways, so...
Okay. So we're going to have 3 gateways at least.
Yeah, and with the heavy teching and the minimum defenses, which I can only assume was because he realized he's going to get harassed here on his mineral line.
Yeah, I'm thinking Blink Stalker all in.
Yeah. Let's see if Miro can actually land these mines.
Well, he lands them just fine. The question is getting anything done with them.
Yeah.
There's 1 probe killed. 2, 3 probes killed.
Sheesh, that's 3 mines.
Okay, there we go. That was a pretty good hit.
I'm not sure if it was worth 4 Widow mines, though.
Yeah, well... If you factor in lost mining time, you probably broke about even there.
Fair enough. Yeah, he's actually done...
Alright, he's killed 8 workers so far.
Yeah, he's done pretty well, actually. I did not see that. I assumed he hadn't gotten as good hits as he did there.
Yeah, he had 2 of those hits, I think, connected for 3 probes.
Alright, and he's turtling down pretty effectively, so if Cornwallis is going to go for a Stalker all-in, I'm not sure it's going to work.
Well,
I'm not sure.
If it's a Blink Stalker all-in, do we have a Twilight Council on the way?
We do.
We do, but Charge is being researched instead of Blink. Okay, so there's probably not going to be a Blink Stalker all-in. There's maybe some more conventional gateway pressure.
Well, I've got no problem with that.
Yeah, frickin' Blink Stalker all-ins are boring as shit, honestly. It's basically flip a coin. Go for it.
Yeah. Any early all-in is not very interesting as far as watching the game goes.
Yeah, true.
What
is that going on over there? Oh, it's the Hallucinated Phoenix, okay.
Yeah.
So he's gonna see pretty much everything over here.
Yeah. Still, it's not like there's a hell of a lot that you didn't already know. Miro hasn't exactly gone in a crazy new direction since.
Yeah, true. I'm kind of surprised Miro hasn't been harassing more with that Hellion and Reaper play that we have seen from him before. Because I've seen him do it in every matchup. I've seen it. I mean, he does it against me all the fucking time when we're sparring.
Archive going down, along with 2/2 upgrades
okay.
for ground units.
All right.
Game paused.
And we got a pause from Colawlsus.
Miro seems as confused as anyone, so I'm assuming there probably just was something up on his
Ace, are you a
side.
TeamSpeak admin?
I believe I am.
Can you alt-tab out and move us to the recording room, please?
I
While we're
actually
paused?
can do that.
Thank you.
Hold on.
You were moved. User joined your channel.
We should have done that before.
That probably would be a good idea, but
Yeah.
that's the type of thing that happens.
We're amateurs. Fuck it.
Fuck this, yeah. Oh, mouse died. Great.
Ouch. I just gotta change the batteries. Probably.
Yeah.
Game resumed.
Alrighty.
Hey.
see.
Ooh, whoa, gateways all over the
Oh
place.
my god! What is he up to? Is that 6 gateways? 6 gateways. No, it is 7. 7 gateways.
Oh, shit.
Good
Yeah, he's
Christ.
capable of photon cannons. Hopefully, I guess he's hoping he wants to try and keep any idle scouts away.
Yeah. And we've got level 3 ground armor on the way for...
One of the gateways, he knows exactly what is coming.
Yeah. Yep.
Successful cancel. No losses.
But, well, he did lose one very important thing. He lost the element of surprise. Miro knows exactly what's going to be coming his way.
Oh, no, I meant Miro took no losses on his little raid there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotcha.
Oh, yeah, no, Colawlsus lost his gateway.
Did he lose any sentries in that?
I don't think he lost any sentries. Let me just check the units lost.
All right,
No,
yeah,
doesn't
so,
look like
yeah,
it.
so we got Storm and level 3 armor on the way for Protoss. Just a bio ball on the way for Miro, looks like.
You know, Miro's continuing harassment down here. Fairly successfully.
Yep.
Again, taking no losses, doing some significant damage to the... just throwing up all these defenses. He's really going all in with these gateways.
Yeah. Jesus.
I'm not sure...
Zealot Archon, maybe? You think that's going to be competition? Zealot
I
Archon
can see
Templar?
that. We got at least one Archon down. We only have 3 sentries.
Yeah. Which...
Miro right now is absolutely overwhelming him in terms of forces. If he could get in right now... there's
Yeah, I
nothing
mean,
the Protoss can
just
do
take a look
to
at the
stop him.
supply. It's the...
And those are some great drops.
Yeah, I
they're
mean,
not doing
71 to
as much damage.
38 army supply. And Miro's up in workers, even.
Oh, that was a mistake.
What happened?
He did not drop, and this time he lost everything. But
Oh. Well,
the damage those guys did.
he saves 2 Marauders and a medevac. But,
Still, he probably could have... If he needed to heal up, which it looks like he did, he probably should have just dropped on a little island.
yeah.
But even
I'm honestly surprised we don't see Miro pushing out now.
Yeah, my God, we have
Because he
7.
knows. Okay,
He's,
okay, down comes the supply depot. There he goes.
All right.
Here comes the bio ball.
Does Cornwallis... Does
Dun
Colossus
dun dun dun
have
dun
the
dun.
forces he needs to try and repel this attack? His production is absolutely through the roof. He's getting out Archons. He's going to have Storm.
He's supply blocked,
Yeah.
and will be until this pylon finishes.
Yeah.
So
he
nothing
can
happening
defend
for
this.
him at the moment. Take a look at the units
needs to.
tab.
can,
He's got
time
5
out
High
Storm.
Templars. How many storms has he got? It doesn't look like he actually has any storms ready.
Yeah, and there goes the Mothership Core and
Yep,
the
and the natural.
Oh,
Okay, pretty good. Oh, that storm ended up killing more zealots than anything else.
ooh,
Oh, beautiful storms there. That was brutal.
but those storms, if anything saves them, it's gonna be that.
Yeah, I mean that's. I mean Miro's still up in supply.
Miro's doing very well. Even
I
with
mean
his-
he's still almost double the army supply of Colawlsus.
yes, but that attack did not do as well as he needed it to. He wanted to wipe out Colossus with that attack, and he's gonna be limping home.
Well, his economy is in much better shape, and he did just
And
take out that natural.
He is max barracksing up, so it looks like we're just going to have swarms now.
Yeah.
Both players are dedicated, committing full out to echoing up. Yep, 3.
Yep. Third base going down for both players. They're in this for the
And,
long haul.
Yeah, the balls are being rebuilt. Nice thing about these mass nexuses and mass barracks is those armies just come back like that.
Yeah.
But they're going to need to fuel these armies.
Right. I mean, and that's why we see them both taking their third. I would honestly not be surprised to see Miro take a 4th.
I would be surprised if he didn't. right now he's got a distinctive lead. If he can continue to put pressure on the Protoss, maybe keep that third down, and throw up his own fourth, then in a war of attrition, which is what this is going to turn into, if it continues the way it's going.
Yeah, and there goes the Marauder drop on that
Yep.
third Nexus.
Perfect.
It's not gonna clear it up, but at least it'll make him think.
Yep.
Or maybe or maybe he was trying to draw the units out of position to go snipe the natural. Because here comes that army. If that was his plan, he struck a little bit too soon, however. Looks like.
No, Colawlsus is really... Oh, or is he just going straight on for the third?
Looks like it.
Well, he's tipped his
Well,
hand.
here we go.
Ooh, that was not...
Oh, Miro, no splitting against those storms.
Yeah, that...
That was painful. That just wiped out Miro's army advantage right there.
Yeah, and Miro, once again, forgetting his workers on the mineral lines. Very sloppy.
Well, he's got a lot on his mind right now.
Yes.
And hey, if you were playing at pro level, you'd be a pro.
This is true.
Yeah. Mistakes
so yeah,
get made at this level of play. Much love to Miro, but he does make them like anyone else.
Yeah, so the army supply is actually relatively similar right now, but Miro still has the advantage that he is at potential 200 supply, whereas the Protoss still needs to build up to that point.
Very true. However, even supply is never a comfortable place to be for anybody against Protoss.
No.
And Protoss player is now pulling ahead in workers. Of course, Miro does have those mules.
He's going straight in for the natural.
Is he going to be able to snipe this Nexus? I think he is. Kaboom, baby! And that could go a long way towards equalizing these economies.
I think it might just. Miro's taking a little bit more time than he probably should have to get right into the second mineral line.
I mean, Colawlsus is basically on a one-base economy right now. His main is almost completely mined out.
Indeed, which is why I think it was a mistake for Miro to try and snipe the main.
Agreed. He got over greedy with his kills there. I think it would have been a better idea for him to start sniping some of these gateways, some of these pylons.
Good damage on the third, but again, not really focusing on targets he could actually take.
Right. Well, that third is not going to regenerate terribly quickly. Protoss. That's the thing about one of the things about Protoss. They have a very difficult time handling damaged structures.
However, he might not have to worry about that since this army is looking pretty
Very true, yeah.
Miro can't...
Yeah,
Nope.
there it is. There it is. Yeah.
Ooh.
He just did not have the Marines he needed to deal with the Zealots.
Unfortunately so.
Mm-hmm.
Sad day. Oh.
Dem storms. Dem storms.
Yeah, Ghost would have evened that up.
Yes, very, very much so.
So it's best of three?
Yes, it's best of three. I think the next map is going to be bel'shir Vestige.
think Miro will have more of an advantage on that one.
I think so, yeah. bel'shir is probably one of the more even maps, I think, that we've ever seen. Oh, no, Star Station is next. Oh, okay. I guess he clicked on the wrong one. So he canceled the, the game. Alright, it is Star Station. Very open map. At least in the center.
Okay, you in?
Yep. Alrighty, here we go. Game 2.
Okay. Star Station.
Yep. I'm honestly not a big fan of this map. I'll be perfectly frank. There's just not enough stuff there. It's too open. I don't particularly care for open maps. Anyway. Once again, spawning in the upper left-hand corner this time. The red Terran from Starcraft Forum posters. It is Miro.
And from the same team down on the opposite corner, we have Starcraft Forum posters Colawlsus in the blue as Protoss. Miro's apparently so rusty.
He hasn't been playing that much the last couple days.
Ooh, that was probably a mistake going into a tournament, but
well, he's been waiting for one opponent. Colawlsus was not the opponent he's been waiting for.
I see.
His opponent flaked out. Nobody's heard from him, so Colawlsus stepped in as a sub.
Well, lots of credit to Colawlsus then.
Miro in this tournament is playing for Team Skunk. I have no idea what Team Colawlsus is playing for.
Yeah. Obviously, the two players going a little bit back and forth. Nice, friendly banter. So they are from the same team normally, even right now they're both mercenary.
They're not exactly from the same team. They're members of the same group, which is the Starcraft Forum posters group. Basically, it's a group of just a group of players who are particularly active on the Starcraft forums. And this is season 3 of the Starcraft Forum Posters League. I believe there's I want to say there are 6 teams. That seems right. I'm not actually sure. We'll have to ask Miro about that later.
Indeed.
But I know that they do matchups of roughly even leagues. I think Miro's scheduled opponent was a gold player. Oh no, that's right. Because Miro only very recently got promoted into gold, I think he's still part of the silver bronze bracket of this tournament.
Oh, not bad.
Not bad at all.
Considering the fact that he's been playing Rusty, it's probably not that huge of an advantage, but still.
Yeah, he hasn't been playing nearly as much StarCraft lately as he usually does. He's been going pretty hard in some other games.
Well, we'll have to you'll have to tell me about that in a little bit, but unfortunately right now we are in the middle of the StarCraft
yes, we do. We have a proxy pylon going down early enough that... given the timing, I'm suspecting this is going to be a proxy Stargate.
Miro once again throwing down a Reaper. That is his general opening.
Yep. And what do we have going down from here? Another command center going down. This could get unpleasant for Miro.
Yeah. Yeah, so the...
Yep, it is going to be a proxy Stargate.
I'm not sure if he just tosses out a couple of oracles. I don't know if the Miro's gonna have all that much to prevent him from gutting his mineral line.
Yeah, he's got a couple Marines out, but a couple Marines are not going to do it against what's coming.
Yeah, it's which...
That's this
well,
Reaper.
it depends on what he's planning on doing exactly. If he's just going to rush in, which he probably should do, this is going to be real damn bad.
We've got another barracks coming up for Miro.
Yeah.
And an engineering bay. This is not what he needs to be doing right now.
So he scouts the probe, but I'm not sure if he realizes that the probe being out that late,
Yeah.
what that means.
And
He
I'm
might,
not
though.
sure. And he did get a good scout off with that Reaper, but I'm not sure how much
No,
information
he's
he got
straight
from
for
it.
the Stargate.
Okay, there it is. Does he see it?
see
He
it?
sees it. He sees
He
it.
sees it.
Oh yeah.
Oh my.
He knows
Question
it's
is,
on the
is
way.
he going to be able to do much with it?
Yeah.
He's got a couple Marines.
I mean, that Oracle's
Should be
nearly
able
out.
to- yeah.
He's got
Yeah, he's
5
moving
Marines. He's got another on
And
the
he's
way.
got a
Missile.
missile
Okay, he's
turret.
got a missile turret built now
should-
in
that
the
should block
mineral
the
line.
Oracle. I don't see the Oracle doing the damage he needs to do with
Yeah.
that missile turret up.
No, this is a good defense by Miro.
Yeah. No workers so far.
There goes the Oracle.
Oh, that was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could have been extremely nasty. Miro, I'm not sure if he got extremely lucky there, or
I think that was just a good read, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he only got 1 worker with that.
So Protoss not going to rest on their, on the one strategy. They are throwing down second Nexus already. But Miro is going out faster, so yeah, Miro's got the advantage here. He's stopped a very expensive early build. He's already working on his upgrades. Protoss is not upgrading yet. This
+1 on the way for Miro. And that orbital command is almost done, so he'll probably start calling in mules, I would expect.
Doesn't seem to be dealing with the... Hopefully he's moving out to... Well, okay, the Stargate isn't producing anything. The Protoss is basically given up on trying to actually make that work.
Right. I think, yeah, he's just moving those Marines to a more defensive position.
Yeah,
at his
Colawlsus
natural
once again
entry.
throwing down 4 gateways.
I'm only seeing 4 gateways for Colawlsus.
Yeah, 4
okay.
gateways.
Okay. We've got a forge on the way and a robo facility.
Yep. Saturating up his natural. So it
Looks
he's
like
more-
Mira's moving out to just kill this, kill the Stargate. I mean, more importantly, at this point, kill the pylon.
Yeah, if he kills that pylon, that's going to not quite supply block Colossus, but definitely put him in a position he doesn't want to be in.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, the Protoss did sort of rely on that little move there to give him just a bit more
Yeah.
than...
And Colawlsus is now supply blocked.
Yeah. There we go.
Looks like it's going to be Immortal Stalker.
So this was what Miro needed to turn things around for him in this series. Especially with, that loss before. Coming through a lot of their sloppiness has been very easy for him to get a little bit
Yeah.
discouraged. So this was
He's going to lose that Reaper. There it goes. I'm not sure what he was doing with that.
Don't know. His
I'm rather
micro,
surprised he didn't try to get it back into the mineral line and get a probe kill or 2 before that Reaper goes down. If he was trying to sack it.
don't know. Let's see here. Upgrades.
+1 armor on the way for the Protoss player.
Yep. And
+1
Miro
armor
is-
also on the way for Miro.
not going for the +2 attack yet. I'm a little surprised at. He could do that.
Stim has finished for Miro. We've got concussive shells and combat shield on the way, so it looks like he's going just straight bio. Once again. I'm really actually quite surprised that Miro has not been doing his Reaper Hellion harass that we've come to know and love from him.
I know. Oh, we got a lone zealot running across the map. Getting a bit of scouting done.
Yeah, just securing that watchtower.
Yeah, so he's gonna see.
Yeah, he's
Miro's,
going to see any push that happens.
Miro saying just outside the.
Like
range
this
of
push,
the
for example.
For a second, then moves up. Oh, that was probably not a great call. Sort of backed up just too late to avoid being spotted. If he was trying to slow down and let that last Marauder catch
I
up.
think that was a misclick.
Yeah. He's gonna catch this one Zealot, or not.
Or just ignore it. He's got his eyes on the prize.
Nope.
Okay, there he goes.
So, gonna give a little bit more time for a few more people.
Scan goes down, sees the army,
sees that there is no third, which I'm
or
guessing
at least that gas on the third has not been taken. That scan didn't quite hit the third.
All right, we're gonna go
Spot on. Yep. His force fields are not particularly good.
Yeah, it's actually doing more harm than good there.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, could he get the Colossus? He can get the Colossus.
Colossus goes down, but that whole bio army just got cleaned up.
Yeah. Still, in the interim, he is teching up quite nicely. So
We've got +2 on the way. Starport going down. Another one.
Yep. I'm wondering if he's just going to, try and spam out a few more medvacs for more harassment, and a bigger bio ball. But,
Could also be some Vikings now that he knows that
yeah, if a good drop.
Colossus is going with Colossus, as it were.
I hope he's planning on dealing with that, because he's going to need something to take care of those Colossi.
Yeah. He's got
Third base going down for the Terran.
And for the Protoss as well.
Okay, he is preparing for a drop. There is a very nice target right.
Oh, yes, there
on the back of
is.
the Protoss base. If
Yes,
you can
there
hit that
is.
quickly enough, you could do some real damage. And he's going to need it, because despite some early successes, double-sided pincer move. I like this.
Oh, yes, the multi-pronged drop. We got 2 full medevacs on the right-hand side, 1 full medevac on the left. Got a substantial army left at home.
If he can just drop in and focus down a couple of pylons to supply block the Protoss, and at the same time gut the natural, he is...
And got a pause called by Miro.
See here. I don't think the pause screen will allow... hold on, just...
It'll allow scrolling, at least.
Oh, it is going to allow the Protoss to see one of the medvacs. That was an unfortunate place to have to pause.
Yes, it was.
Fortunately, Miro did not wait. He just dropped down immediately, but still.
I really like this draw. He's trying to engage here. He's going to lose everything from that first drop.
If you can make the second drop work, he's not going to make the second drop.
No, that second drop is going for the third.
That.
Oh no, he's cutting south of the natural. And here goes down on the mineral line. 3 probe kills so far. 4, 5.
He cannot engage that.
5 probe kills.
Oh, good attack right at the back.
Oh, very nice.
He intended it to, but it is going to do damage on the third too.
I think he's going to snipe that Nexus. There it goes.
He is. And he's going to supply block the Protoss pretty badly.
Yeah.
And way to go, Miro.
Oh, he's not paying attention to this army up here. He's only engaging with half of it.
He's doing more damage. The Protoss are going to be in a really bad position here long term, but if Miro can't keep his things together, he will.
He's ravaging the probes at this natural.
Yeah. That was a very good attack, a little bit sloppy on some of the fronts, but still the Protoss are going to work hard.
And Miro is macroing up very nicely behind this.
Which is good.
He's ahead by 30 supply, of which 20 is army supply. He's got 58 workers. The Protoss is 32. He did some major economic damage. He's still dropping.
If you can get in with that, that medvac is extremely damaged. He has a full load of Marines, all of whom are in pretty decent health, but
1 hit point left on that medevac. 1 hit point.
Yeah.
And Protoss player taking a 4th. And as well as retaking his 3rd.
Yeah, it looks like Miro was preparing.
Well, I mean, that makes sense. His main is just about mined out.
Miro seems to be convinced that the Protoss will go for an assault here, which not a bad read. The Protoss are probably going to have to go for, if not a base race, at least some severe economic damage to Miro.
Yeah. I mean, Miro's drop play has just been brilliant in this game.
Question is, can Miro stop this army? That is a pretty scary Protoss ball.
Yes, it is. However, I think if it comes to a base race, Miro's going to win this. The Protoss player has no air units.
Oh god, you're right.
And so would be unable to take any lifted... okay, the Protoss Death Ball is coming back south in 2 groups, no less.
Miro, you have an opening here, but he is not going to use it. He is, however, going to, finish up this.
Take down this natural. I mean, he didn't see the splitting of the army there. No real way for him to know.
He was going to. It looked like he was hoping to get into the.
And that army is going to be cleaned up, but Miro's still macroing up very well behind this. He's just done so much economic damage.
Yeah. Toss. Yeah, the Toss can't even really go straight back in to try and harass.
Protoss on 28 workers.
Oh my god. They are trying their best to make this third work for them, but he's he's not long mining off of the natural. He's just mining gas off of his main.
He's got 4 idle probes just sitting there.
Oh, he is.
That's not something he can afford to do right now in the situation he's in.
Yeah, Miro knows that the Protoss are relying on that final expansion. That's a good engagement for Miro. Going a little too far there, though. Oh, could he get the... He does. He gets the mothership core.
Nice. Very nice.
That just turned it around for Miro.
No recall possible.
If he can continue to harass...
Got a couple Archons warping in, but no Colawlsus here to deal with this Bio Ball.
Yeah. The Vikings not really doing anything of any value.
Yeah, I would honestly like to see him land these Vikings here, but it's not going to matter. He will clean up this army, and that will be GG.
Oh my goodness.
Some very, very nice drop harass from Miro, just never letting up that pressure.
Wow, that was exactly the type of win that he needed to come back from that last game.
Miro wins in commanding fashion.
Now let's see if he can carry that through to the final game, or if Colawlsus will be able to turn it around and clinch the victory. We'll see.
Miro seems to have found his stride here. He was doing a much better job of macroing up in that game than he was in game 1.
Yeah, and in fact, he's playing a lot better here than he was playing in his first set. He won his first set fairly handily, but he was definitely a little bit sloppy there, and he seems to be really kind of getting the rust off. Hopefully, this is a good sign that he might be continuing on through the rest of the series, but we will see.
We shall see, indeed.
Now, what is going to be the final map?
I believe that will be bel'shir Vestige. Yes. Yeah, Miro vetoed Heavy Rain and Yonsu. Colawlsus vetoed Habitation Station and Derelict Watcher. So bel'shir Vestige is the last map in the pool.
All right. Did you say there's any clear advantage to either player on that one?
My very, very limited knowledge says probably not. I think bel'shir Vestige is one of the more even maps that I've seen.
Fair enough. That's good.
If there is an
What do you s-
advantage, it might lie slightly with the Protoss, simply because there are quite a few chokes around the map that can be force fielded down, which can make it easier for the Protoss to make good engagements. Oh, Colawlsus forgetting Storm.
Yeah, Storm, yeah. Given that, and given how well he did do in the first map, would you say that you'd be giving the advantage to Miro or Colossus this game?
That's a really good question. Miro does seem to be in much better form in this game than he was in the last one. But on the other hand, if Colossus does not make that big mistake, if he does actually remember to get Storm this time, then he could be in a pretty good position. On the other hand, if Miro actually gets Ghosts to counter those High Templars, that could be a pretty good place for Miro.
Unless you are going to be playing Miro this round, I think that you might need to change that up a little bit.
Yeah. Miro said he'd be right back, so
Fair enough.
he's probably getting a drink or something.
Enough. Yeah. Okay.
Miro does me too much honor.
Probably. Okay, here we go. Final matchup.
bel'shir Vestige. I haven't seen a game played on this map in quite some time since it got taken out of the WCS pool.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Actually, the first StarCraft 2 game I ever saw was on this map.
Really? Ah, nostalgia.
Indeed. Spawning in the
Okay.
bottom right-hand corner. Playing for Team Skunk, a member of the Starcraft Forum Posters. This being the Starcraft Forum Posters League. The Red Terran, it is Miro.
And spawning up in the left-hand corner, we have Colawlsus from the same team, group, whatever. Don't know who he's actually playing for. I don't think we ever established that, but that's fine.
Yes.
So last two games went pretty nuts. We had Miro getting his butt kicked by Storms in the first one, and then Colossus for getting his Storms in the second game, giving an easy victory to Miro.
Miro also, I mean, all fairness to Miro, with some brilliant drop play, doing absolutely devastating economic damage.
Yeah,
just
makes
throughout
me
the
really
game,
glad.
unrelentingly.
Yeah, I am glad I am not in this league, because that would have been terrifying. So let's see. Right into the gas for Miro. I am calling right now that we're probably going to see another Reaper out of him.
Oh, come on, this is Miro. Of course we'll see another Reaper.
Alrighty then.
SCV doing the crazy dance there.
Could we actually see a Hellbag go down? The Hellion Harass, which he is normally so fond of.
You know, I
He hasn't used it in the
suspect
last two games.
I suspect he may have decided that he doesn't like that strategy as much against Protoss, and that's why we're not seeing it today.
I would not be surprised if that's the case. I also sort of doubt that if he was going to fall back on a strategy, even one he likes as much as that one, after playing two relatively standard Bioball Terran games, that he'd really drastically change up to a more, Hellbat version, or Hellion version. Though, it certainly would throw the Protoss off.
Very much so, yes.
Colawlsus, once again, going with a very straightforward play. Cybernetics core, gateway, lots of probes. Walling, no doubt he knows exactly what to expect from Miro from the Reapers, and has already decided that he is having none of that.
Yep.
And straight to the Reaper for Miro.
Yeah, this kind of walling is something that we've seen cropping up in pro games rather a lot in the last month or so, and it's nice to see that the practice is becoming more common in the lower league meta. I really like this type of SimCity for the Protoss. I actually tend to try to do a variant on it as a Zerg player, and here comes the Reaper.
Oh. Yep,
and that wall off is not complete. He's going to get round back into the mineral line, get a complete scout off. Doesn't look like he's going to try to actually get any damage done right now.
Oh, but
does see the natural go down.
Let's see here. Yeah,
we've got a factory coming down with a Widow Mine building. So looks like we've.
Then he just stands there with the Reaper. Okay, he's moving out.
Yeah.
Fortunately, the Reapers now have the combat drugs, so he's not going to be worried too much about that.
Very fast healing. Did that come in Heart of the Swarm, or was that a Wings of Liberty patch?
That was Heart of the Swarm.
Heart of the Swarm. Okay.
That was Heart of the Swarm. Yeah. That was also when they made them a barracks unit and took away their grenades.
Yes.
So, Miro throwing down his usual defense, and I see what he's doing here. He's making sure it looks like he's making sure there is no proxy play. Fool me once, shame on you.
Exactly. Although he did defend that quite handily in the last game. Although I do wonder whether the successful scout of that proxy oracle was intentional or not, because you saw the Reaper go straight for the Xel'Naga Watchtower, and that was what spotted the Stargate.
Yeah, the fact that he went in that direction, I thought at first probably meant that he was, kind of guessing that the probe was a sign of something worse to come. But
once again, we got double forges down for Colawlsus,
and the 3 gateways. He's not mixing it up particularly.
He seems to like this heavily upgraded gateway play. Throw in a couple of robo units and but largely gateway composition.
Didn't lose because his build was bad. His build was bad. Sorry. So I don't see him.
Miro's got those missile turrets in the mineral line anyway.
Yep, that might have been a little bit too cautious on his part, but hopefully won't bite.
Given how greedy the Protoss player is playing here, quite an early natural, and Miro's coming in for the drop. Using that scouting information to target his drops. Protoss does have a cannon in the back of the mineral line.
Yeah, so he does. But if he goes for the buildings, which he could... Oh, he trapped a poor probe. Dropping just enough, just in time to... Oh, Miro's dropping Widow Mines.
Oh, yes indeed. I like this. He could drop... Oh, okay, he's going to go for a more conventional placement.
And can he burrow them? Yes, he can.
Yes, he can. Oh, yes, he can. One big connection there.
And then runs away, not good enough. He loses the attack. I really think he probably could have done more damage if he had managed to drop a couple of Marauders down on those pylons guarding the next side. Guarding the warp gates.
Yeah, I think I would have liked to see him burrow one of those Widow Mines right here. Right in between that cyber core and the refinery, or rather the assimilator.
Yeah, the thing is, Miro is playing a game that's very much based around fighting a different type of Protoss than Colawlsus has proven to be. Colawlsus is, quite consistently built along a very basic style.
Yeah.
And the best way of taking that out is really just to keep his, pylons down so he can't mass up the way he wants to. But Miro is playing this more traditionally, more
Right.
wiping out probe lines, and that's not really going to stop what Colawlsus is doing.
Well, I mean, if he does enough damage with it, he can just starve the man out.
That is true.
But Zealots are cheap. Stalkers are fairly cheap.
And with a very fast natural, he needs to do a little bit more punishment than just screw up a mineral line.
Yep. He needs to absolutely destroy a mineral line.
Yeah.
I mean, he did get 5 worker kills with that drop, which is not
did.
bad.
It's not bad, but I'd really say that especially with that early natural and the fact that he lost the entire drop, a very expensive drop,
Yeah.
and one that he kind of had to take to. I don't see him really doing too much more with Widow Mines, so...
Well, he needed that factory anyway for the starport.
True, but...
And we've got a Ghost Academy coming down. Cloak is nearly done researching.
Yep.
Quite an early Ghost Academy. I like this from Miro. He is not going to get caught out by those storms again.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be picking up as quickly on how this Protoss is playing economically, but he is not in any way, shape, or form going to take another loss on the storms the way he has been.
I mean, even economic damage in the last 2 games aside, Miro was generally up in terms of supply. And just he took a really bad engagement in that first game. Didn't quite have the composition he needed, didn't have those ghosts out, and so went down. But I think I think if he's got the composition he wants, including those ghosts, and splitting properly against the storms that do come, he's got a very good chance at this. Colawlsus does not seem to be very comfortable with a robo-heavy composition.
Colawlsus is and he's got a couple of stalkers down. He's got a couple of sentries down.
He's got 3 High Templars that I see, and Storm nearly done.
Yeah, so no surprises with what he's trying to do. Miro, a little bit surprising here, throwing down his 3rd much sooner than the Protoss. I think every build
Well, at 13 minutes, that's not vastly surprising from...
I'd say what's more surprising here is the fact that in every game so far we've seen near drops from, Nexi and Command Centers with a little bit faster from the Protoss.
Right.
This is the first time Miro's really taking the lead over Colawlsus in terms of bases, and that's probably not a bad idea. Colawlsus is not that aggressive.
Right.
Miro being greedy is probably a lot safer than Colawlsus being greedy, though Colawlsus throwing down another 3 gateways, bringing it up to Jesus Christ, is that 8 gateways?
Oh, Miro once again is up in the worker count. He's got 52 workers to 46, and that plus those mules is going to put him in a really good economic position if he can survive the next 3 or 4 minutes.
Both players sitting on huge supplies of mineral. They are...
Protoss player with a large gas bank as well. I'm wondering if he's saving that for something, or if this is just... if he's just not getting it spent.
Protoss ahead in... Yep, Protoss has a slight lead in tech. He's got his storms.
Protoss player is not currently building anything. He has nothing on the production tab.
That's not good, especially with Miro moving out.
Yeah.
Colawlsus does not have enough
some
forces.
sloppy macro from our Protoss player here.
Colawlsus cannot afford to let this attack.
He's supply blocked. He's not building more pylons. He's throwing down... Okay, here goes a pylon, but he's throwing down his 3rd right now.
Yeah, I don't know. If Colawlsus does not hurry up, and if Miro doesn't delay too long, he's delaying a little bit here, he might very well lose it in this engagement.
Well, the army supplies are more or less even. It's economically where Miro has the real advantage at the moment.
True.
He's taking in more resources, and he's getting them spent better.
But with those, with those, oh, there he goes, gonna be seen.
Yep.
Those medvacs, he can kind of drop in and out, do some really
Mm-hmm.
nasty damage, and this is not a fast Protoss army. This is
Yeah.
a lot of High Templars. We get some.
Okay,
Zealots
there goes a scan down in the natural. So he sees those Templars. He knows that those are on the way.
know exactly what they're up against now. Protoss throwing down their Nexus, about to, warp in.
We've got 9 ghosts on the field for Miro.
Oh, some Archons.
We've got a warp prism coming in
That was so
coming
bad.
around for the Hail Mary pass.
The ghosts, all the ghosts die, doing no damage.
Oh Jesus!
That was
Well, I mean,
really
we still have 6 ghosts on the field for Miro.
true. But losing 3 ghosts like that was not good. I'm not sure what he was aiming for.
Probably
nope.
probably trying for a lucky feedback on the, or not feedback, EMP on those High Templars before the engagement proper starts. Miro again is not really splitting against these storms.
That's not great. There's a second army coming in for
Good stutter stepping, however.
manages to hold it on long.
Colawlsus will clean up that first army, but
Ooh, right into the storm. And
Oh.
right into the storm again.
some nice defensive storms. I like that. I like that play by Colawlsus.
Yeah. We have some more ghosts on the field, but no medvacs.
Yeah.
Only one out coming up to join. A lot of ghosts, though. He's very... Miro's going...
Miro's got to be
extremely-
really careful here because he could get picked apart piecemeal very easily.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
even with
it
a
looks like
unified army, I
Colossus
don't think he's in any position to take this Protoss on force.
Ooh. Yeah, Colossus knows that, and he is going to press.
He wants to take this out,
Yeah. Good damage from Miro. Good
but
round, storm.
well,
He does attack a couple of High Templars. He loses the army, but
yeah,
as
but
far as the trade-off with that army-
oh god, that bank for the Protoss player is just not getting spent.
yeah.
Miro's taking a 4th and a 5th, but his natural is in trouble here. Or sorry, not his natural, his 3rd.
But
Zealot
Miro
warfare.
throwing up a 4th and a 5th. Very, very greedy. Could work. The Protoss is not harassing as well as Miro was. And
Yeah.
the more he harasses, the less he's focusing on his main army, the less he's focusing on his guys.
Right.
He's harassing all right now. He did some serious damage, but Miro can survive
We
that
just had
harassment.
7 more High Templars come out.
I don't know if that's the best move for him, though. He
Yeah.
needs to bulk up, and he's got the ability.
I would
wipe out-
really like to see, I would like to see him turn some of his Templars into Archons. I would like to see some more Stalkers. Maybe some Robo-Fac units, I don't know. But he's
has a-
got to do something with that bank.
No, he's got a very slight upgrade lead, but he's almost tied for Miro. His army is stronger, but it's not going to be able to rebuild itself nearly as quickly.
And it's not nearly as mobile.
Yeah. Miro can just whittle this one down. He's going to be in such a strong position.
Yeah. I just don't know how he's going to be able to do that, though.
Some
Sacrificial
good
Marauder for a scout.
Does he have enough ghosts to EMP that? He doesn't. He does not have... Does he have any ghosts? He does
Yeah,
not.
he lost all those ghosts and has not rebuilt them.
Oh, Miro.
This could be problematical.
Because there are 9
This could be
High
problematical
Templars
for our
on the field,
Terran player.
and nothing to counter that.
For any of you who may be listening and are wondering why we are always seeming to talk from Miro's perspective, it's because, well, we're Miro's friends and we don't know Colawlsus from Adam.
Yeah, I'm trying to be as fair to Colossus as possible, but yeah, we don't know him, we don't know his strategies, we haven't watched his games, we haven't played games with him personally, so
And I don't know about
Sorry.
you, Duhad, but Miro's the one who got me into StarCraft 2.
that would actually I used to play StarCraft 1 way back in the day.
Oh,
and
gotcha, okay.
StarCraft 2 was just sort of the natural progression for me.
Right. I used to
did
play.
start-
I used to play Brood War, not competitively or anything, but back in freaking high school when it first came out.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna be completely honest. I didn't really play Brood War competitively. I played. I love the story of StarCraft, and I
Yeah.
was waiting for the sequel to continue the storyline for forever.
Right.
So,
Looking forward to Legacy of the Void.
oh yes, oh yes. But
Miro's nearly maxed out here.
Protoss being in trouble. That is a mean Terran
That is
army.
a hell of a lot of Marauders. Some really nice storms, though.
But the Protoss army is kind of in a bad. Was not.
Yeah, this Protoss army is just melting here. But then again, those storms are just also melting the Terran army.
Yeah, I'd say that kind of came out to an even trade-off. But the thing
I
is,
think
is
Miro
not-
came out ahead there.
and the thing is, even if he didn't, Colawlsus does
Look at the
not
army
have
supply,
the time.
82 to 55 right now. And most of that is currently in production for Colawlsus.
Yeah, and Colawlsus, he's got a lot of bank, but he's not producing.
Yeah, he is just not using that bank.
Yeah, he could use that. He could really turn things around for a while, but Miro has a long-term, strategy. He's covering a decent portion of this map.
Yeah.
He can trade all day long.
He's got
and be just
huge
fine.
map presence, despite the fact that that Colossus does have this huge bank. That's not going to last forever, and I think Miro wins the attrition war here. Although I doubt it'll go that far. We got another warp prism coming in, looking for some harass at the 5th.
No use directly in it, so it's a planetary
Miro
fortress,
pushing
so
forward at the front.
Warp Prison just leaves. Miro probably gonna
Pretty nice storm there. But I think these Templars may be out of energy, and they're all going to go down.
Oh, that's not good.
All but one, anyway. The one
And he
high
cleans it
Templar
up.
surviving that.
But there's a second attack over by the 3rd,
Oh, nice.
and the Protoss, counterattack didn't go anywhere. So this is nothing but
Yeah.
minor victories.
Yeah, Miro is taking more and more of a lead here in the rubber match.
Colawlsus, buddy, you gotta turn it around, man.
Yeah.
He's saturated his.
He's got to use that bank. He's got to get more production facilities down and start making units.
The main is almost completely mined out on minerals and completely mined out on gas.
The natural,
natural
is very
mainstay.
nearly mined out. He's effectively on one mining base. And yeah, he has a hell of a bank, but those minerals do not kill units.
Yep, and all of his Archons that he warped in get taken out. Miro might lose this army, but it is not going to make any difference. He is already built a second army. And
He's at 165 supply. He's 100 supply ahead of his opponent.
yeah, he's going to clean this up.
I'm not surprised that we don't see a GG here because Colossus doesn't see what Miro has behind this. But if I don't see a GG within the next 3 minutes, I will be surprised.
If Miro doesn't attack within the next 3 minutes, I'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Miro's got to know
Miro's
that there's
got to be
one
smelling
base.
blood right now.
Yeah. And Colawlsus sending out his
Hallucinated Phoenix.
Phoenix. Miro just
Sees
sending
that
in a
army.
March. Is a little bit held up with the bricks. Colossus is not going to give up so easily. Throws down his gateways. He's finally decided, you know what? I have these minerals. I'm going to spend them on anything I can to hold this off. Unfortunately,
His gas
he-
bank is gone. He's
and
down
he
to
has-
200 gas. He just needs to be cranking out zealots right now.
Yeah, he has no way of really turning this around. He has to defeat this army and then immediately aggressively
Yeah.
economically push. And that's not
Absolutely.
gonna happen.
Absolutely. 5 base Terran is good Terran.
Yep. Protoss can survive against a larger opponent, but not with this.
Not this much larger.
Going down.
Last mining base for Colossus goes down.
Colossus is going to try and burn as much of this as he can.
Those Colossi and Archons are going to do work, though.
Yeah.
That
he's-
AoE and that big storm.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. But the army of Colossus has just been ravaged.
And he has no gas. He has very limited minerals, especially compared with what he had.
He's
and with
still
no
down
mining.
90 supply. He's not mining at all.
He's got 15 workers versus 57.
He's long distance mining gas from this third.
Yeah, and Miro knows that he needs to keep up the pressure, knows that he needs to just keep that army down, knows that Colawlsus cannot rebuild. Colawlsus needs those remaining minerals so he can
Good
build
starter
up.
stepping with those Marauders.
Yeah. Colawlsus, at this point, the thing is, he's got that bank. Oh, when the bank is gone, he needed that bank in order to...
He needed to have spent that bank earlier.
Yeah, but...
Yeah,
you
but
know,
he's just thrown those minerals away piecemeal. I don't see this going very well for Colossus at all.
he needs to win with this attack, basically, and that's not going to happen.
Yeah. You've got more and more units streaming in all the time from Miro.
Yeah.
There's Archons doing work, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Colossus down to 36 supply.
Brilliant last stand, but if you watch the unit count, the supply count, it is just constantly ticking down for the Protoss.
Yeah.
And the Terran is just rising constantly. It'll go down and they'll just rise right back up again.
Yeah, that supply is somewhat deceptive, however, because the army supplies are far closer to even, and given those army supplies, frankly, 4 Archons is quite good against Bio.
It is. Miro really needs to switch out of Bio and just go for the throw.
He needs to do. Honestly, I think he needs to carry on doing exactly what he is doing, out macroing his opponent.
Oh, he's throwing down another base.
He's throwing down a 6th base. I don't think he realizes how much damage he's done here.
Yeah, I really would like it if he just went in and wiped it.
Yeah, if he manages to snipe. Okay, so he gets to scan down in the natural, sees there's basically nothing there.
Yeah,
Is he going to go in for the kill?
He needs to kill him soon.
All right,
as much as he's got the advantage, as much as I don't see Colawlsus pulling it back, you don't leave a Protoss in a corner.
Right. I mean, all fairness though, this is a Protoss who's only mining off 1 base, and that not even saturated.
And here goes that
Yeah,
last base.
and here comes that last Nexus goes down again.
Enough supplies to rebuild. So unless
He's gonna have to long distance mine in order to get that Nexus back up.
Yeah, that
Which is gonna be even more mining time. I really think Miro doesn't realize how far ahead he is here.
I don't think so. Miro though, not dealing with those storms as well as he was before.
Gonna clean up these Archons.
Yep.
Well, maybe
Or
not.
GG though.
And Colossus taps out. There it
Well,
is.
my God, Colossus, lots of
Very,
lots of
very
respect to
tenacious
you.
player, but in the end, just out macroed by Miro.
Yeah. So, yeah. Wow. That was a hell of a final game.
Yes, it was.
Jeez. Performance, Colossus was just down across the board. That was not pretty.
All right. Well, that concludes the this best of 3. I'm Jackson McKenzie,
And I'm Duhad.
and this is StarCraft 2.